What's up, everybody? I'm sorry about this. That I'm actually like doing this and streaming. Probably shouldn't be. Probably don't need to be, but I am. Don't ask me why. But anyways, if anybody's actually going to watch this and get in on this, I'm all for it. Because I have been limited to where I am kind of like stuck at home because of the construction that's going around on my house. Like I can't leave, essentially. I don't know how that happened. I'm like stuck on all sides. So I can't go out and do anything. I got all of my stuff done, got my podcast done, the Locked On Razorbacks podcast for tomorrow. And so I was like, well, I'm just going to hang out here. And, you know, if you guys want to join me in this venture, then be my guest. Come on in. We'll have some fun with it. Because I'm just looking at it as, hey, we can talk about anything. Doesn't have to be Razorback football related or sports related, but we'll do it. And, you know, I'm not expecting anything much. But again, if you guys want to in on the conversation, I'll try to get to your questions and anything like that as much as possible. But hopefully you can hear me okay. And hopefully I don't make a fool out of myself. But anyways, I was going to, like, I had all these different like games that I play. Sometimes when I'm just like chilling. And I was like, yeah, okay, well, I'll just get on board with this and play some NCAA football because I haven't played it in a while. I've been doing Ultimate Team. I tried that. I don't know if anybody else has done that, but yeah, I've tried that for a bit. Doesn't really go well. So, oh, yeah. See, I'll have to ask this question right here. It's already Dalton Motorsports coming in, dude. Come on, Mal. How do I get a girlfriend that's not an Ole Miss reject, John? Well, when you find that out, let me know. Because as the single guy over here, it's kind of, you know what? It's kind of crazy because I'm going to buy some of these daily recruit packs. Hopefully it's not too loud for everybody either. If the audio's too loud, just let me know. Hopefully it's not. Sometimes the levels on this is a little bit weird. Oh, great. I get Devin McGowan, route runner, 78 overall. Get out of here with that trash. How do you get a girlfriend that's not an Ole Miss reject? I couldn't tell you, buddy. Because I am single, and obviously whatever it is I do, I don't know how to do it right. Okay, Drake says I have no gameplay audio. I think the audio is just down really low. And I did that on purpose. But, yeah, okay. I got you. I see you guys. Let's see if I can do this for you. See about this. Let me know if you guys end up hearing any of it. This is like a lot of a test run here, too. I think part of it is I have the menu music turned down, so that could be it. So maybe wait until we get into a game. And if it's still giving me those issues or giving you those issues, yeah, let me know. But going back to the girlfriend thing, yeah, I don't know what to tell you on that stuff because, I have no idea. Not exactly the biggest ladies' man that has ever existed. So, okay, so Nick says I have sound. So I have game sound. You can hear more than just me, right? You can hear game sound. That's what you should be able to hear at least. College kickoff welcome. See, I haven't been on this in a while. Let me see. Verify this selection. What is this? It's the only pick I can make. What is this garbage? All right, I was not looking at the animation. So what is this? Nope, still no game sound. Man, this is rough. Okay, I'm going to figure this out. Stand by. I'm still new at this whole thing of like technology and audio. Okay, hold on. Because the thing is like I hear it in mine, but I know a lot of you don't hear it at all. But here we go. Hold on a second. All right, trying to jack up this audio. It's so weird y'all don't hear it because I hear it so crystal clear. Which, I mean, you really need to hear, right? Probably need to. Anything now? I know, it's rough. It's rough. So I didn't have the... Like I said, it's coming in through for me, so I have to keep cranking it up. That's fine. Totally not embarrassing at all. Yeah, we'll see. Might be bad mixing. Make sure your game isn't muted through the soundboard. I mean, it's giving me audio in my thing because I'm hearing it through my Rodecaster into this, and our Rodecaster is what's going through there. Dude, we're off to a roaring start. All right, I'm going to figure this out. Don't worry, don't worry. Let's see. How about now? If there's anything. Did it work? Did we get it? Woo! All right. See, I just had to be somewhat less stupid to figure it out. It's totally fine. That's what this is all about. That's what it was all about. Golly. Anyways. All right. Thank you, everybody, for your patience. I'm going to try to get to your questions. Sometimes if I don't see them, just yell at me and keep typing them. It'll really annoy me for that. So, yeah, I'm not going to... Yeah, the first question had to be my girlfriend. So that's great. See, Jared Howell wants to know what else I play. I don't know, dude. Like, I'm kind of a nerd when it comes to, like, playing with... Like there's like a game called Played Up that I play sometimes. It's a nerd game, but it's like puzzle and strategy. It's kind of the way I look at it. So yeah, I did do that. By the way, which of these should I select? You guys want? Should I do Bama, Wisconsin, West Virginia, Pitt, UCF, or TCU? Let me know. I don't know. I don't like any of them. Although I will say I may go with I can't go with TCU because they beat Arkansas in the regionals. Actually, you know what? I'm going with West Virginia. I've always actually liked West Virginia. I don't even know what this card does, but I'm going with West Virginia. So, I get another one. Each week will feature 6 teams across the featured matchups, and I was like, see, this is the nonsense. I just like, man, just want me to play on. That's all we need. Sour Diesel all day says, any news about the article about Joe Adams? No, I don't think so. There hasn't been any more about it. Edgewater. It's just been mainly like it's been a weird thing that people just, it got out of hand and it shouldn't have gotten out of hand that much, if that makes sense. I'm not doing the animations for this. Ooh, okay, so these are actually some pretty good players. But yeah, no, the news the article hasn't come out with anything new. I think it's probably just one of those things. It's going to end up dying down. But yeah, it wasn't good. I just hated the article because I wish it wouldn't have come out. Like, and if it's true, that's bad too. But it's something that I wish wouldn't have happened. Because it's just sad for everybody involved. Nobody looks good in that. Nobody does. All right, I'm going to promote this guy to start. I got 82 overall on that. So, love this. Half the people just telling me. All right, and it says Silent Age 8 says, wife beer while gaming goes crazy. Okay, here's the thing. I'm wearing this, and it's not because of any other reason than this is my comfort zone. Like, for real. This is what I'm comfortable with. This is what I like to wear when I'm home and chilling. So, I don't know what you want me to tell you. But this is what I'm doing. Sorry. Sour Diesel, all this is been listening to Bo and Chuck in the mornings. I have not. I got bigger fish to fry than all of that. And I have no problem. I know Bo. I know Chuck. Go way back. In fact, I grew up listening to Chuck Barrett. Sports rap on ARN. Like having to, maybe y'all remember it, but it was all about dialing pound 1030 on your Alltel mobile, listening to sports rap. But yeah, I'll be honest. Like I'd say this to Chuck anyways, but My dad did not like Chuck on the radio because he was such a Houston Nut defender, and which made me not like Chuck because he was a Houston Nut defender. And then now it's just kind of funny, like seeing where I'm at now. And first radio show I ever called in was on Chuck Barrett's show. Got to ask him about the Final Four. I don't remember anything else, but you could tell he's like, oh, this stupid, 12-year-old kid doesn't know crap. I'm hanging up on him. So, yeah. But I have not been listening to it. Here's the thing. It's like, and I respect those guys 100%. It's just a matter of, like, will you ever get, like, when things are bad with the team, are you ever going to get the, hey, things suck, somebody needs to go type? Probably not, which is fine. I mean, I think that there's different ways of going about it and all of that, but it's just not my cup of tea for, trying to, I want to be here for the fans and like have the emotion that the fans do and kind of stand by side with them. Hey, I'm doing this as a warm up, so nobody freak out. All right, I'm just doing these little playoff things. But yeah, I haven't been listening to that though. So the audio's definitely working now. So we can turn it down a little bit. It may be good with y'all, but it's loud for me. Nick wants to know, what are we doing here, Johnny? Locked on Razorbacks podcast comes soon. That's right. It'll be posted in the morning. So check it out. Yeah, my team name is Jessica Durrell. Don't ask why. I got Mike Evans. See, this is why I don't like... I shouldn't even played freshman level. It's just too easy. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to have to deal with that, too. Oh, well, it works. Nick's over here says, we're sick of Chuck, John. Chuck's good, man. I love Chuck. Chuck's always been really good to me, and I've appreciated that. Chuck's a good dude. In fact, Chuck used to... I'm trying to think. He used to come on my show when I was on The Buzz weekly. He was a sponsored segment. It was always good to catch up with him, so I always really liked him. Let's see. Sour Diesel says, I thought I'd hate the show, but it's been pretty good. Bo keeps Chuck honest. Really? Wouldn't have guessed that one. I was interested in how it was going to work. By the way, folks, like when you're asking me questions on this type of stream and it's just me, this is a bad deal because you're going to get a lot of honesty from me. It's probably going to get me in trouble. I'm going to get canceled on here because I'm going to be honest about pretty much everything. But I honestly didn't know how it was going to work because of the fact that you have like two guys that were host of a show like in the afternoon solo by themselves. So it always just kind of made me wonder of how that's going to go. Like, is it going to work out okay? Like, I don't know, but it's just brand new. So I'm sure, I know it's going to have good production work and all of that. But yeah, that's pretty good. Chris John says, I'm finally about to break down and buy a damn PS5. Really perturbed that college football 25 didn't come out on PC. Yeah, because people keep trying to rip off the game and get it for free and everything. What do they call it? Pirating, I guess? Is that what it's called? Yeah. So, I'm with you. Oh my gosh. Okay, I may have to quit this game and go to something else. I don't want it to be this easy. Jeez. Gavin says, you listen to hard rock and heavy metal. It depends. I actually I know this is a cliche answer, but I actually like all types of music. I really do. Like when I went and saw Creed with my brother here recently, like I really enjoyed that show. Now it's not because like, oh, Creed is just this, the greatest band of all time, but I liked it. If any heavy metal, it would be like old stuff. I remember I'm a big fan of Tool, and I don't know if you consider that hard rock metal. I would, but I really like Tool. 46 and 2 is one of my favorite songs of all time. That's great. Storytime Play says, besides Arkansas, what's your favorite team fight song? It's a good question. You're talking about fight song just as in like the ones that the band actually plays, right? I assume. Okay. Yeah, I would say... Man, that's tough. I as much as I hate it, like Rocky Top is kind of cool. I actually do like Rocky Top. Don't tell anybody. But if Rocky Top was Arkansas's fight song, I'd be pretty pumped by that. But here's the thing. I'll say this about the Razorback fight song, and I've always felt this way, which everybody's got a fight song, you know, and everybody says, oh, our song is best. But, like, seriously, could you find me a more unique fight song than what Arkansas has? I don't... Because even Rocky Top's based off of another song. Like, it wasn't an original fight song. Like, the Razorback fight song is legitimately, like, a fight song. It was written to be a college fight song. And so... I just hear something like that. That's crazy. Yeah, so, but yeah, I'd say Tennessee probably. USC's is not too bad. Dalton's Motorsports says, y'all got any new Inside Arkansas merch in the works? Yes, actually, I do. I've always wanted to get into the merch business. I love apparel, and like not only will we have stuff that has like our logo and Inside Arkansas, but also some other stuff too. Kind of like the BMFP shirts that we made, which we still have some for sale, by the way, folks. Need to get that link tweeted back out. Get that safety. All right. So, yeah, we're going to have some different merch. Got some golf shirts. I've always wanted golf pose, and I can't wait to introduce the logo that is on there. I think y'all are going to love it. I think it's going to be awesome. The logo is really cool to me. So, yeah. But I want to do that. I want to, honestly... no, I'm not going to reveal it just yet. Y'all will see here soon enough. But yeah, keep on the deal there. Bo has been giving Czech hell on his technological shortcomings. Well, no, I'm not going to say that. We'll see. Did Musk keep his concert and go to the Creed concert? Keep his word, you mean? No, he never responded. I was pretty bummed. Like, I had that tweet in the holster for so long, just waiting for when that was going to happen. I'm like, because he told me, like, y'all saw the tweet. He told me he was going to be there. And he wasn't. I was really disappointed. So, no Muss at the Creed concert. Sing the fight song, John. Do y'all actually want to hear me sing the fight song? I've had to sing it so many times. So many times. All right, here's the thing, vids for me. I will sing the fight song if I get sponsored donations of $5. Isn't that the worst? I'm like over here like quartering money. I'm not doing it. I'm just doing it to make it worth my while, to make an idiot of myself and sing the fight song. If I get $5 in sponsored comments, then yes, I will absolutely do it. I'm not about to do it for free 99. My dignity is higher than that. Or say super chat. Yeah, whatever it's called. I don't know the lingo. Josh says, what would you do to improve the pregame atmosphere at Razorback Stadium? Great question. I've always felt like Arkansas has actually had a pretty good pregame atmosphere and energy. It's about the timing of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, timing is everything when it comes to the entire setup of the game itself. Like, there was nothing worse though than when Arkansas, everybody would be hyped up for the game, and then right before kickoff, we're like, all right, so let's go ahead and do the hog walk where these old geezers walk out there and just, hey, these guys give money, so let's give them a round of applause and completely kill the vibe that nobody cares about. Yeah, that was the worst. I always felt like, there's these songs that stadiums start going to get that. I picked that, right? Yeah. I didn't use your pick. Sorry. But you know how people do, like, there's like Sandstorm over at South Carolina, Zombie Nation, I think it's at Penn State maybe. Or are they Daru, or no? Anyways, it doesn't matter. I always felt like In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins, if it's done right, could be really cool for a night game to like the build up to it. If done right. Got it. But yeah. Dalton Motorsports. Make it $10 and you sing it in the operatic style that Andrew did. Okay, yeah. If someone's like donating $10 to see that weirdness, then yeah, go right ahead. I'll sing an operatic style, I won't do it as good as Andrew, but I'll do that. If someone really wants that. Drake says, need me a locked on hat. Bought one from the old regime right before everything went down, and now it's just my work in the yard hat. I'm glad you like that hat, man. I would have burned it, to be honest, even though I love what we do at Inside Arkansas and everything, but man, that's still my logo. That's my thing, man. It kills me every time I see it because I know it's mine. But I appreciate it. Yeah, we'll get some hats out there. Silent Age 8, with all the Clemson, Florida State leaving to the ACC, would you want them added to the SEC? I know Florida State sucks right now, but the potential interconferences rivalry would be awesome. No, I want Florida State and Clemson, for sure. For sure. I'd love to have them. Especially Florida State, especially Clemson, because I think, from what I've heard, Clemson's an awesome college town. There's all this cool stuff going on there, and I've never been, so I think it'd be cool. Let's see. Were you at the Little Rock game back in the day where Carlos Hall blocked the field goal to end to win the game? No, I wasn't. So, fun fact, I actually went to almost all of the Fayetteville games. In fact, I almost never missed a Fayetteville game. I only missed 2 in my life since 1997, and that was once for my sister's wedding, and the other one was for a buddy's wedding last year. My sister's wedding was 2001 against UCF, ironically enough. And the other one was Kent State last year, which, again, didn't really miss much. So, no, I wasn't there. I was actually playing, because I believe that was a Thursday night game, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe was it the 03 game that was a Thursday night game? One of the games was Thursday night against South Carolina and Little Rock that we won. And I remember I was playing junior high football at Woodland Junior High during that time. Kevin says, would Wait and Bleed by Slipknot get the crowd hype? Maybe. It's not as popular of a song, but, it's got to be a song that everybody likes, but everyone wants to get hyped with. You know what I'm saying? That's what I said, In the Air Tonight would be awesome. Calling that time out. In the Air Tonight, I think, would be really the way. I'll donate the 5 RQ. Should I know what RQ is? There's a lot of lingo I don't know about, so if you're saying donate the RQ, that's fine. People keep saying that they want War Pigs to be our run-out song. I actually like War Pigs. It's just you gotta go all in on it if you're gonna do it that way. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go all in. If you're gonna have War Pigs, you gotta make sure it's worthwhile. Okay, I may quit this, dude. This is just disastrous. This team sucks. Dalen says, would you choose a different team if you knew Arkansas would be this depressing? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I've been a Razorback fan my whole life, folks. I'm not changing that. I've been a Jets fan. It's I'm not changing that. Sometimes in life, I look at it as some people in life are born rich. They are born into a wealthy family. They have inherited wealth. They never have to worry about anything like that. And it makes it easier on them. And you can envy those people. You can envy what they have and all that. Or you can strive to have that same thing. And to me, if Arkansas ever wins a national championship in football or even basketball again, once they do it in baseball, something like that, it's going to mean a lot more. I don't care what anybody says. It's going to mean a lot more to Razorback fans than it will to Tennessee baseball fans. Tennessee winning it this last year, it's they don't care. They say they do. They don't. But it's going to mean a lot more when Arkansas does it. So I'm always going to be a Razorback fan. I actually enjoy it because it gives you perspective on everything too. Short Time Play says, I want jersey changes and font changes. I'm 25. It's been the same for years. We need black and white, black and silver jerseys. I am actually not a fan of changing the jerseys too much. But I have said before, I am a huge fan of black jerseys. Just if they were black raised, not charcoal, not anthracite, not all that. Just straight up blackout. Black helmet with a white hog. Black jersey with a white lettering. Black pants. Black cleats. I'd be in favor of that. But I don't like the anthracite. I never have. The anthracite is just too... Like, no, it just doesn't do anything for me, I guess. Just doesn't do anything for me. We're supposed to have LSU at night. Yeah, that's an LSU games at night. Tennessee could be at night, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure that's one of those flex deals. It's either going to be at like 2:30 or if it's going to be at 6 o'clock, something like that. So, it could happen. Could happen. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Oh. Yeah, because, okay. Oh, see, this is dumb. So dumb. I promise you guys. This is not intended. I just thought it was going to be a nice warm-up because I haven't played in a while. DC fans didn't care till 22. Watch them become bad again. You won't see them. Yeah. Oh, I know. I know. Dalen says, will Cal have a better Arkansas coaching career than Miss? I assume you mean Muss. Man, I hope so. I mean, I say this all the time. Like, people don't understand truly how difficult it is to do what Muss did. Like, for Muss to go 8-3 in the NCAA tournament in 3 seasons, not 3 seasons total, like 3 straight seasons, is an insane amount of games, folks. Like, Arkansas didn't win 8. You'd have to go back 25, 30 years to get to the next 8 games that Arkansas had won in the tournament. And he did it in 3 years. Back-to-back Elite Eights in the Sweet 16. Like, granted, yeah, you would have loved a Final Four in there. But to have that, like, be that good in the NCAA tournament is something special. So, I hope Cal does. I think Cal will for sure have better regular seasons. I mean, other than Arkansas's year with Moses Moody and all that, their first Elite Eight run, that they were never really good in the regular season. I guess in the next season they were. I think they finished 4th in the SEC. But, yeah. Other than that, though, it wasn't. Oh, get that. Dude, come on, man. Trash. John, you're secretly becoming a baseball fan. What does that mean? Have I never been a baseball fan? I'm not like a diehard. Like, you're not going to hear me talking about striking out the Cy and charting pitches and crap like that. I'm not that. I mean, I enjoy Razorback baseball. And I enjoy, like, baseball going to games, but I just can't sit there and watch it. Like the pros and all that. I can't do that. Hawk fan says, Muss was a busy man at Arkansas. Great coach. He was. He was a great coach. And he brought Arkansas something they hadn't had in a long time. Like, this is just stupid. Like, look at this. Said, I just need to get through this game as quickly as possible. Turn that shoe clock. Drake says, if Pitt isn't the coach at Arkansas next year, who do you want as coach? Man, I hate this question. No, and it's not offensive to you, Drake. It's like, I know it's cliche to say, but I really do love Sam Pittman. I do. I'm critical of him, and I'm critical of his coaching regimen. But if Arkansas was to win a national championship in football, I would want Sam Pittman to be the one hoisting the trophy. Like, I'd want him to be the one that gets it. But at the end of the day, you got to win. And Sam Pittman, he's got 9 games this year, and he's 2-1. So I felt like he has to get to 7 wins, in my opinion, because 6-6 won't even do it. But I don't know. I know that there's people would be shocked about how many, like, quality coaches are actually interested in the Arkansas job, especially with the NIL stuff that's going to start really picking up steam. So, yeah, I would say that would be a big one whenever that happens. Silent Age 8 says, I would kill to have a different hog design logo or script decal on the football helmets. I don't like to keep it traditional, but it doesn't have to be one game where it's a little different. I mean, they did that for, like, the 64 throwbacks back in 2014. Remember that? Almost should have beaten Alabama, but Brett Bielema apparently doesn't believe in going for 2. When your kicker misses the extra point, it's 7-6. Bama's got the lead. AJ Derby has the huge gain. It's a tight end. And what do? You get a touchdown, and you're like, oh, it's 12-7. Even though we're going up against Alabama. There we go. Even though we're going up against Alabama, that doesn't matter. We'll just kick the extra point, make it 13-7, and let them win 14-7 or 14-13. Dalen, were you disappointed when McFadden lost the Heisman to Troy Smith and Tim Tebow? No, I was thrilled. Yeah, I was disappointed. Looking back on it, though, it's like people who say that he should have won it over Tim Tebow is wrong. Like, he should not have won it over Tim Tebow. He should have won it over Troy Smith. But the problem is that everybody said, hey, a sophomore can't win the Heisman. That's illegal. And the next year, a sophomore wins the Heisman. And then you've seen redshirt freshmen and sophomores and all that since then win the Heisman. So it's dumb. So he should have won it over Troy Smith. Tim Tebow, he was the best player in the country. I mean, he had like 60 touchdowns. Something crazy like that. I was at the Arkansas-Alabama game 2 years ago, and the crowd was good. I just wish we had a factor like a Penn State or Oregon pregame after we ran out the A. The crowd just died. Yeah, I mean, I'll admit it, and this is no offense to anybody, which I know I'm sure people are going to take offense. I feel like the band is lacking. The marching band has been lacking for a long time at the U of A. Like halftime shows and everything. I don't know if that's something that's easy to change or if it's something that needs to be changed, but I've always been pretty disappointed with the performances of that, and it seems like they're playing the same ad nauseum music all the time. So it just needs to be done right. You just need to have somebody just do it right and stick with it and believe in it, be confident in it. But also just takes a big game. Dalton says, need to incorporate the shape of the state in some sort of logo. Yeah, I've seen those concepts of, what is it, the state of Arkansas, like helmets. That might be pretty cool. I wouldn't be against it. Man, this is, I don't know, like, why am I playing this game? I didn't realize it was going to be just trash like this. Nick says, Razorback Trivia, have a mutual friend, Tim Carver. Tim Carver's my boy, dude. Me and Tim went to school together basically our entire public school careers. Me and him went to McNair Middle School, Woodland Junior High, and I did not mean to do that, but it's going to work anyways because they suck. Went to Fayetteville High School. Me and Tim would go to the Fayetteville High School football games, like drive down to Northside back when they were in the 5A, and just like be jamming out in my 2000 Mercury Cougar with my two 12-inch Type E Alpine subwoofers in the back, jamming out to the entire album of the Eminem Show by Eminem. I don't know why like that was a thing, but it was always a thing. We always made that happen. When does GJ King get hired? I don't think it's going to be something like that. We're not even going to get into that. Hunter Ratio says, hey, John. Hey, Hunter Ratio. How are you? You get this game over with. Somebody asked me about the other games I played. Like, dude, oh, come on. It's quarterbacks. All that. I played, like I said, played this. I've played like the shooter games, like Call of Duty. Used to play Fortnite way back in the day. Call of Duty Warzone I got really into during COVID because there was nothing else to do. So, those were fun. But, as far as on this platform, though, I mean, I don't play as much as I used to because I obviously, have a company to run. So I try to make that work as best to my ability. Which is going really good, by the way. Not that anyone asked or cared. But I'm thankful for it. Come on now. Should have been a penalty, but. Drake says, it does feel like the band every year's play a Beatles song or Elton John song. Yeah, or the tribute to the Beatles, tribute to Queen, tribute to the Eagles, tribute to James Bond. Like, just. I'm not asking for much. I'm not saying they got to come out there and, perform Mozart, but yeah, you got to do something like that. Something better. Dalen says, we beating Auburn, Daddy John. Okay, you're going to have to explain this one, Dalen. Are you referring to Auburn as Daddy, or are you calling me Daddy? And if that's the case, why is that a thing? Why do people call each other daddy these days? I don't understand it. It's creepy and weird. Why is that a thing? When did that become a thing? I don't even know. Gimp Walk says, dang, I went to McNair. I was the first 6th grade class at McNair Middle School. We didn't even have locker combinations. Or the... What do you call it? The locker... Yeah, the locks. Like the combo locks, whatever they're called. Yeah. We didn't have those on there, but we had to figure it out. What a game. 65-0. That was boring. Dalton says, good to see a fellow Mercury Cougar enthusiast. You had a Cougar as well? What year was it, man? Mine looked like a pregnant roller skate, man, driving that thing around. The hatchback on it and everything. I loved it, though. That car lasted me 8 years, and I didn't think it'd last that long. Lasted me 8 years. Play some Valorant. I don't know what that is. I've heard of it, but I don't know what it is. Linebackers. I could probably use some of these, to be honest. Nope. Got to compare them and see what I have going on. 86 middle linebacker. Don't need that. Wait a minute. I do need the... Is it the right outer linebacker I would need? Yeah, okay, I'll take this Ohio State player, even though it pains me to do so. Take an Ohio State player any day of the week. Drake says, "Oh, ever play?" Yeah, okay. I do play Rocket League. Actually, play it fairly often. I can't believe I forgot that. I do play that sometimes when I'm just trying to pass the time. Who knows? Maybe I'll play that tonight, just kind of depending on how it goes. But, yeah. May break it out. We'll see. Because I do like the NCAA football game. It just kind of gets, I don't know, it kind of gets boring. Not boring. Redundant, maybe. Maybe is the right word. No, Taylor Green's not winning the Heisman. I don't know what you're talking about. Shout out the Maverick squad. They were called pods. If I'm assuming you're talking about McNair Middle School. They were called pods when I was there. And I was in the Eagle pod, was 6th grade. And the All-Star pod when I was a 7th grader. So, yeah, now you got this weird little nugget there. All right. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to grab me a water. It's like right here, so don't go anywhere. Don't think I'm leaving. All right? Let me know if anything crazy happens. I just need me some water. Hopefully no one saw me that I was not wearing pants. Kidding. But seriously. Oh, jeez. I get blown up with all these messages and everything. Let's see. People in the chat, man. You guys are wild. Again, appreciate everybody watching into this. If y'all are actually watching into this, kudos to you. I don't know why you would, but it's appreciated. Be sure to subscribe to Inside Arkansas on our YouTube page. And this is an open thing, man. This is an open thing. If you got any questions or anything you want to ask or talk about, it could be anything. Because this is just what I'm doing. I'll be doing this anyway. I'm just streaming it live, I guess. Sorry, I got to answer an email real quick. Somebody's trying to get me back on dating apps. Is that just how people meet these days? Dating apps? It's like the only way people do it, I guess. I guess. Wouldn't know anything about that, obviously. Dalen says, I think me and my dad are the only Arkansas fans in Maryland. Probably. I don't know any other Arkansas fans in Maryland. Drake says, I just went to the Rocket League World Championship this weekend with friends who were good at the game. It was a cool environment. Maybe want to pick up the game and try and get good at it. Man, it's a lot. It's fun. Sometimes when I play with my buddies, one of them rages a lot. I try to get them on with me tonight. They were too busy, I guess. Either that or they didn't want to be on the live stream and get embarrassed. We used to do this during COVID. We would be live streaming. So that was always pretty fun when we would do that. But yeah, that was a good time. Let's see. Listening and playing Neverwinter. Don't know what that is. Fish Hop Boy. Catch you on the next episode later, boys. Hey, what's up, man? Good to see you. And we'll see you then. Silent Age 8. John, do you know any of the other Locked On hosts since working at their network? Yeah, I do. In fact, I know almost all the SEC guys. Zach Blackerby of Auburn, who he's been doing it for a while. He's technically, I guess my boss, maybe. He kind of runs the whole college network. So I know him. I know Brandon Olson from Florida. Matt Moscona just started back on LSU. He started LSU, left LSU. Now he's back with Locked On LSU. So I know him very well. I know Matt Moscona very well. Trying to think. I know the Locked On Kentucky guy, and I say that as like Lance Daw, I think is his name. Know him fairly well. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, I know Chris Marlar. He's Locked On South Carolina. Chris Marlar is wild. Getting banned from Twitter all the time. I get some unopened packs here. But yeah, they're good people, man. I'll say this. I ain't doing taxes. I love working for Locked On. I always have. And they are they're a great company. And they know what they're doing, man. And I'm just proud to have it to where, you know, I can do it all the time and be able to make a really good money and really good living in it. Because honestly, if it wasn't for the Locked On Podcast Network, I don't know what I would have done. I was making, not get too much into it, but I was making some good money when I was at the Buzz, and I was doing the Locked On the side, and Locked On just blew up to where I eventually started making more money on Locked On than I was working at the Buzz, which the Buzz paid well. So I had a really, really good financial stable situation down there. And yeah, Locked On's done a great job. And I'm proud of it because I'm one of the OGs, one of the first people to ever do Locked On in the college side of things. And the Locked On Razorbacks podcast is mine. Like, I didn't take over on it for somebody or anything. It's mine. I'm the one that's built it. And I'm not saying that in an arrogant way. I'm just saying, like, it's cool to see it succeed and do really well when you put a lot of work and life into it. So, Jersey's in North Texas. Great. All right. So, yeah. Good people there. When's the full Arkansas basketball schedule going to come out? Hopefully here soon. I would say probably it'd have to be here in the next few weeks. I think practice starts up next week. So I would assume here soon, shortly. That's a mailbag question for Curtis. He does the great job with the mailbag every day. So yeah, throw that over to him. Let's see. Daylan says, I think if Bobby coached at Arkansas in 2013, we were going to win the Natty. I don't know about 2013, but I've always said in 2014, I think Arkansas was going to go undefeated, or at least go 11-1 that year. People make fun of me, but still, like, here's the thing. Brett Bielema, when he first got at Arkansas, did a great job of hiring great coaches, assistant coaches. Like, that coaching staff was loaded with great people. He had Randy Shannon, Charlie Partridge, Chris Ash, Sam Pitman. Like, really good coaches. And then, I Like Bielema just got I don't know if people just got tired of working for him or whatever, but his coaches that he hired were never actually better coaches than what he had. He downgraded in a lot of ways. And again, I give Bielema a lot of credit, but that 2014 year where that defense was so elite, and this one always will piss me off about people. People always say oh, Bobby Petrino stopped recruiting towards the end of Arkansas. Are you serious? Do people not realize that some of the best players on Arkansas's team during the early years of Brett Bielema were all Bobby Petrino players? People not realize that it was literally Trey Flowers, Bobby Petrino player. Chris Smith, Bobby Petrino player. Rest in peace. Travis Swanson, Bobby Petrino player. Keon Hatcher, Bobby Petrino player. Jeremy Sprinkle, I'm pretty sure was a Bobby Petrino player. I'd have to double check. But Jonathan Williams, Bobby Petrino player. Brandon Allen, Bobby Petrino player. They had plenty of talent, and it was mainly because of Bobby Petrino. But everyone's like, oh, could you stop recruiting? No, you just hated the guy. Which, and then ironic, folks. And then ironic that so many people, like media and people who were around by then, they talked so much trash about Petrino when he was gone. It's like, I know you want him back. He was a piece of trash human being. And then the second he comes back, they're like, man, I'm so excited to see him back. So great. That irritates me because I'm one of the ones that we've all changed our minds on stuff, but I have always been adamant about Bobby Petrino and my love for him, regardless of what he did. And these pole smokers are around here in the media being like, well, I've always liked him. I've always thought he was a good guy. Great coach. No, you're saying that because he's here now. Amazing how people just show out for that stuff. Hogan says, Bobby is the coach next year. Will recruiting be better? We're good at the transfer portal, but poor at recruiting. Bobby Petrino's never going to be the head coach at Arkansas. I can promise you that. He doesn't want to be. He don't want to deal with that NIL crap. You don't want to deal with that nonsense. He's got more important things to do. He is just peachy keen coaching quarterbacks and offense. Not having to talk to the media and having to go on road trips and politic and campaign. He is perfectly fine just hanging out and being Bobby Petrino. All-time favorite Arkansas football game. Mine's 2015 Ole Miss, 53-52, had a heart attack. That's a great one. That's a great question. My all-time favorite Razorback game, I think, would probably have to be the 2011 Arkansas-Texas A&M game when Arkansas, it was Petrino's last year there, and Arkansas came storming from behind and won. Because I was down there with one of my good friends, Trey Ashcraft. He was my roommate at the time. And it was like a birthday trip I got because it was always around my birthday. October 3rd, by the way, is my birthday, in case anyone wants to know. But I went down there for that game, and it was insane. It was so insane. They were down 35-17, and they stormed back. And I just remember, walking through the corridors after we came back and beat them. And there's the high fives and the craziness and all that. It was so much fun. So that may be my favorite game. At least the ones I attended. Where's some other ones? Texas a couple years ago was really good. Just the whole day. It was a night game and tailgating all day. Weather was great. Rushed the field. Got my picture with Hudson Clark. So, yeah. That was good, though. That's a good question, though. That's a good question. I could go on and on. I'm trying to think of any other runners up. Let's see. I mean, there's just so many to choose from. Okay, here's the thing. I'll go on a little rant about this real quick. I saw that Hogs Plus is doing a documentary or whatever on the 99 redemption game against Tennessee. I'm going to have a hot take here, folks. That is the most overrated, over talked about game in Razorback football history. It is the most overrated thing. They call it redemption. And here's my thing. I'm going to get myself in trouble saying this. Here's a hot take for everybody. That game meant nothing because the next week You go on the road to an 0-7 LSU football team that Gary Gennardo I can't remember either got fired immediately after, or he was fired already and there's an interim. LSU's 0-7. They are trash. You go on the road and you lose 35-10. All right? And that was after the Tennessee game that everyone talks about is this great game, this great performance. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. But it's overrated because you lost that next game. And that is like the most indicative thing of Houston Nutt. So when I saw that they're doing another documentary, I'm like, don't we have enough? Haven't we heard enough about this game? Because it may be just me. I feel like we've heard so much about that game here recently. And there's been other documentaries and there's been other stuff. It's almost like, well, the people who are involved are available, so let's just interview them again. So if you want a hot take, that's my hot take. You want to know the most overrated, over-talked about story in Razorback sports history, it's the redemption game of 99. Yes, it was a great moment. Yes, it was a cool thing. Yes, but I even hate using the word redemption. To me, redemption is when you went out and you won the national championship or at least won the SEC title. That's redemption. That's redemption. But beating the same team the next year when they have different players, and you beat them at home, and you should have been better what you were. It's not redemption. That doesn't make any sense. So, not to get on a rant, but I just get sick and tired of that stuff getting thrown around as if that was the greatest moment. There are much better Razorback moments in football than that need to be talked about and discussed more. Okay? There's a lot more. People need to talk. You know what, honestly? You know what people need to talk about? You know what people need to start doing things with and doing documentaries on? How about the Razorbacks when the Bobby Petrino years? Why not do that? Because that was something that does not... A lot of people don't know the inside and out stories of that. They don't know what went into it. But I think it is the most overrated, over-talked about story there ever has been in Razorback football history. Maybe in sports history. So, anyways. I'm off my stuff. Ice Cold Mint Julep says, I've enjoyed watching Locked On for a long time. Made my mornings. Was bummed on the no post days. Oh, yeah. Well, thank you for one. I appreciate you watching Locked On. Yeah, the no post days. I tried to, I think we've gotten in a routine. I've gotten in a routine with it. And there were times it was just tough during the early part of the year. I was having to go through so much. There's a lot of stuff that wore on my mental health. And I don't want to start that whole thing. But I had some issues, man, that I was trying to work through. And, doing that and trying to keep the Locked On as consistent was tough on me. And, yeah, I was sorry for that. I hated that. But I feel like I'm back in. On it. Let's see. He says, what's your favorite game of the Muss era? My faves are 5, Kentucky at home, on Auburn, and Duke at home. We're talking about just home games or the ones in person? Because to me, the best games is Gonzaga and Kansas. I don't even think that's an issue. I don't even think that's a question. It's got to be those. Those games are good that you mentioned, but to me, it's about those games that were ones that were actually interesting and fun and meant something in the NCAA tournament. This is me. Jared says, what advice do you have for videographers fresh out of college? Well, I wouldn't call myself a videographer, but I've always said this for anybody that's out of college who wants to get into digital sports media or just sports media in general. Just always, as much as you hate it and as much as it sucks, do some work for free. I mean that. Do some internships, do some unpaid work, because you're going to learn so much about just how much you really want to do it. Because in a weird psychological way, the more you work at something for no money shows that you have a passion and an enjoyment in it. And when you wake up and realize that it's there and you're like, man, if I could just make money in this, I'd live the best life, then you know you got something for you. So that's always been something I've tried to relay is if you know that if you're going to do something and you know you're going to enjoy it, or if you want to do something that you think you'll enjoy, don't worry about doing it for no money or anything like that, which I know is important. I'm not saying it's not, and it's easier said than done. But if there's a way you can make it work, do not do those things for money, or at least a lot of money to start, because you'll find out exactly how much you love it if you're doing it not for the money, but for the passion, for the enjoyment. Does that help? Hopefully. Cole Bauer says, well, I love this late night casual stream. More, please. Yeah, trust me. I wish I could do more of them. It's just so busy, man. Like, I'm always exhausted every day. Just, I'm not complaining, but like, doing the Locked On Razorbacks podcast every day, doing the Inside Arkansas live stream every day, having meetings with clients, potential sponsors every day, sending emails. I do all the graphic design. It wears on you, man. It wears on you. So I love to do more of these, but we're going to be doing one Thursday night for the EA Sports Simulation game, which... yeah, we'll be coming up. I don't know. I may actually get out. I haven't been playing much games. Actually, I've just been doing more talking. It's almost like I'm better at talking than games and everything, too. I don't know. I may switch it up. I was always a fan of these like video games of, as you can see, like the old PlayStation games. Twisted Metal was a big one for me. I like the Batman games. Fallout was so much fun, man. I love Fallout. Love those games. So, yeah, you're just getting a Sonic the Hedgehog, too. Yeah, y'all are getting a real indication of what type of games I'm enjoying by seeing that screen up there. So, yeah. You're welcome, though. Or thank you. No, you're welcome. Thank you for watching. Hogan says the games against Auburn and A&M are must wins, or at least must splits. If they win both games, Pitman stay for the rest of the season, or doesn't have to be more for them to stay. No, there has to be more for him to stay. He's got to get to a bowl game, at least. He's got to get to a bowl game. If he doesn't do that, then it's curtains for him. Oh, yeah, and Red Dead Redemption, by the way, is another great game, too. Storytime says... Inside Arkansas is my favorite podcast, since hiring Bobby felt like the 22 Bulldogs. Thank you, by the way. The 22 Bulldogs can win anything. Felt like we were the 22 Bulldogs and can win anything. The podcast, so it keeps me from drinking the Kool-Aid. Glad we can bring you down on level. Glad we can make that happen for you. Stalwart Resolve says, I didn't realize our starting center went down against UAB game. That definitely hurts us. What are your thoughts on Nichols being able to come back and then or the next man up? I mean, it should be, but... Nichols he was good, and then like something happened in the fall where he was struggling. I remember Pitman talking about that, and I don't know why. I don't know what went all into it, but you got to get him something. So should be able to snap the ball pretty effectively. That's what I would say to that. Let's see, Inside or Ice Cold Mint Julep says, if we destroy Auburn, do you think that'll indicate that we are looking past UAB or just a coincidence? I just think it would be a coincidence. Like, sometimes you just have bad games. But if Arkansas destroys Auburn, I think that would be that'd be the most shocking thing ever, I would say, personally. But yeah, it would be pretty shocking. Let's say Batman games are goated. Yeah, they are great, man. Kate says you're a big COD fan. I like Call of Duty all right. I mean, I haven't played much of it in a while. I used to play it all the time. Like Black Ops 1 and Modern Warfare 4, like the originals. I played the crap out of those games, man. In fact, I played Black Ops 1 so much, I burnt the digital or the CD copy of it. And I had to get a new one. Like, it just literally burned out. So, yeah, I was a fan of that. Big time fan of that. See, I did have Valorant downloaded. I don't play it much. Farming Simulator, dude. I used to play that game. That game was fun. Star Wars fan. Yeah, I'm just showing you my collection of games here. Like the old PlayStation games I used to play. Some of these games are great, man. Skyrim. I played the crap out of Skyrim, too. Just kind of Fallout fan. Played up, all that stuff. Let's see. Dalen says, Arkansas needs to bring back the 2011 jersey styles. They were the best. Here's the thing, Dalen. You saying that is the exact example that I try to tell everybody. I'm like, It's not that they were the best jerseys. It's just that you wanted them. And when you win in something, it always looks extra good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it looks good whenever you win in something. I'm going to play some Rocket League. I suck at it, but I'm going to play it. Casual, of course. Ben Luska, Slaughter got burned so many times on Saturday. Yeah, Slaughter's been struggling a bit this year. I mean, you could say, you could start talking about the reasons why, but yeah, he's not been great. Not been great. Let's see. Andrew says Oklahoma State or Okie State is better than Auburn. It's a tough play to play at Auburn, though. I think they'll blow them out or lose in a one close game. Yeah. Auburn is a tough place to play. I never considered it to be one of the tougher places to play, but I guess it's tough to play. It's not really something I've thought about one way or the other. Doesn't seem like Arkansas is bothered by crowds. So, yeah, that's my car. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Let's see. Zombies is the goated mode for Call of Duty. Yeah, dude. I used to play Zombies all the time. Like, way into the late hours of the night that I used to play that. Like, just going over to friends' houses and just eating terrible food. And then just getting on the thing and playing. It was fun. I'm doing casual. Doing doubles. I'm telling you right now, guys, I'm not playing this because I'm good at these games. You're going to see it here, too. If you're ever basing the NCAA tournament or the NCAA football game off of my skill level, then that's on you. That's on you. Oh, I got joined into a game. Okay. But I can tell you this, though, man. Like, I love what Arkansas has been able to do here, like, recently in the transfer portal. But some of them have just, like, it's tough because you just never know. Like, some of the guys, like, you think, okay, well, they played at an SEC school. They played at Tennessee. Get out of the way. Trying to take my ball. Guess you, dude. Okay, I was about to say, if he didn't score, that was going to be pissed off. But, yeah, they've done a good job in the portal. Just some of them miss out on it, you know? Some of them do, not all. Caden says, I generally think Hudson Clark can defend better than Slaughter. Okay, people need to really, I'm not kidding. People need to stop the Hudson Clark slaughter. Or not slaughter. Slander. No pun intended. Because I know people like, if you've listened to me, you've probably heard me talk about Hudson. Whoops. But Hudson Clark is not a bad defender. Like, he's not a bad defensive back. And he gets unfairly criticized all the time. People sometimes blame him for, like, losing out on plays that has nothing to do with him. Like, it's just annoying because it's like, I don't know. I just feel like it's so easy for people to just be, well, it's the white guy. He sucks. Like, no, he actually doesn't. Like, he legit doesn't. So, yeah, Hudson Clark's a good player, and he's a good kid, too. Dude has always been, like, he's had to take a lot of crap from what people have told him. What is this guy doing? I'm probably the one screwing him up, though. He's probably better than me at those aerials that he's doing. But, yeah, I just never understood the Hudson Clark slander. Fallout games are some of my favorites. Horizon Zero Dawn is never playing that. I never played that, but Fallout is definitely one of my favorites, too. Did you ever play Black Ops Zombie, or Black Ops 3 Zombies was the best of them all? No, actually, this guy's trying to concede. You must be out of your mind, dude. You want to concede, you can quit. This is a casual game. Why are you trying to concede? Anyways, Black Ops 2 Zombies, I think, was my favorite ones. Because those were the ones where I think it was like the prison, and you had the voice actors of like all the gangs, like Ray Liotta. I love that one. And then the witch's house, because you had the that was like the pack-a-punch machine and all that. So yeah, I played that a lot. Played that one a lot. But yeah. Trey's the portal guy from Liberty could be better than the Ole Miss guy. You never know. Yeah, I mean, true. Like, there's a lot of players that come from small schools that could be better than other guys. Like, I mean, you think about great example is Oh, shoot, now I just lost his name. John Ridgway. Oh, man, a boost. John Ridgway was a great player, but he came from like a small school in Illinois. Like, you got playing in the NFL. Get there. I don't want to get that. But yeah, sometimes you just there's players that go from, they don't have to come from big schools, because like if you just try to get players from big schools, you're going to be constantly disappointed. Kagan says, "Hey John, I got a serious question. Serious way Arkansas can make big money with the NIL. I need someone like you to get the idea out there." All right, hit me with it. We're not doing anything. This is what this stream's for. Just hang out and what you got? What's your idea? We can talk about it here on the stream. Yeah. Kind of sad. Like, I really hope that Tennessee football game, by the way. Oh, jeez, bro. I really hope the Tennessee game is a good one, like as far as crowd and everything. Because if they lose both these games to Auburn and Texas A&M, I'm gonna be pissed. Because I want to. That was a good shot. I want the game atmosphere to be as great as possible. But if you're trash, or if you're not winning games going into it, then no one's gonna care. But I don't know. I just want the atmosphere to be good. I want the crowd to be good. Because you're going to have, what, 4 more of those SEC games? Oh, jeez. At home. And if your first one's a dud as far as crowd goes and everything, then another one ain't going to be good. Dude, what are you... I was going to say. So, yeah. Buried in Mob of the Dead. Yep, that's right. Those are the Black Ops things that were great. The Black Ops zombies that were great. That's dumb. Dalen, that is a dumb comment. I really hope that's sarcasm, bro. Like, and I don't care what anybody says. People can say whatever quarterback they want, but they're going to be wrong unless they say, because Arkansas has one quarterback. It's the greatest quarterback in Razorback history, and it's Ryan Mallett. Rest in peace, 1-5. I'm not saying that just because I knew him or anything. Like, he is the greatest quarterback to ever play at Arkansas. No question. Now, if you have one that you liked more, that's different. But when it comes to the best quarterback in Razorback football history, the only answer that should be even discussed is 1-5 Ryan Mallett. And I'll accept nothing else. And that has no... Hey, I scored. Has nothing against anybody else, but it's just... That's the one. That's the one. School Min Julep says, maybe lower the minimum amount to participate in the collective so that more states could afford it. $250 minimum is too high for this state. Yeah, I don't know what the right or wrong answer is for the NIL stuff, but I do have an idea. Just get a coach that can really... Like, you need to have a coach, and this goes for any program, not just for football or anything, but this goes for any program. You need to have a coach that can do those things. Like, that can do NIL and like really embrace it and get after it. All of that. Like, you need to have that. Because that's crucial. And then, let's see. Oh, jeez. That was my fault. I screwed that one up. I was paying attention. I was trying to turn down the volume. Like, the volume's really loud. I don't know if anybody else has that. I whiffed on that one, dude. That was garbage. But what was I saying? I remember. Oh, yeah, the NIL. Yeah, I don't know what the right answer is, but you just got to have a coach that can like really embrace the NIL and work with it and have fun with it and hit it head on. Like, again, I'm not saying that it goes for, oh, well, just only Sam Pittman. Like, no, there's a lot of coaches that are that way. Boom. Skill. All skill. But yeah, they just need to have somebody like that. Nathan says, is this a weekly live stream? How have I missed this? No, this is just something I was doing at the spur of the moment randomly on a Tuesday night. The thing is, I started thinking about I've been doing way too many streams and podcasts. I think I've done, between a live stream and podcast, I've done 3. This is my 4th, and I'm going to record tomorrow's Locked On podcast. I'll be 5. So yeah, lots of content. Big on the content stuff each and every day. It's a grind, man. It's a grind. Somebody's got to do it. Because I just scored own goal, I think. Have you guys been seeing the Cal Twitter stuff? Super hilarious. Yeah, you're going to have to fill me in more on that one. Bits for me. I don't know what that looks like. I mean, you're talking about like Cal, like as in Cal Berkeley, or Cal as in like John Cal Perry? It's the ultimate question. Old boy says he sent me a DM about what it is. All right, Kagan, I won't read this out loud because I don't know if you even want me to. I won't read it out loud, but I'll check into it. Someone call Les Miles. Stop. Like, that's how trolling and craziness ends up happening, man, is when people just start throwing crap out about that stuff. Because then people start thinking it's actually true and legitimate, and it's not. And then they start believing it because they think, well, no, actually, this could happen. It's not going to. But it's fun to think about. Man. Nobody's hiring Les Miles. The fact that somebody thinks that would even be a thing. I'm not saying anybody is, but yeah. I don't know. I got my boy Carlton Safa. He just quote tweeted me, I guess, talking about the NIL stuff we talked about today. By the way, folks, shout out to BetSaracen, the newest partner. Oh, I'll get that demo to start it. What's up, kid? BetSaracen app, best sports betting app in the state of Arkansas by far, not even close. Sure, check it out. Get in that. Okay, come on now. Dude, that was a great save. Oh, get in that scoreboard, boy. Oh, what? No, I went too fast. That's what she said. Sorry, what's this guy's name? I don't even know my teammate's name. Turtle Power. Just got his first points of the game. The Hillary Swank version. Dude, you're hitting the ball towards our goal. Don't do that. Ugh. So, yeah, keep the questions coming, folks. If you've asked it and I haven't answered it, don't worry. Just keep it coming. I'll get to it. Sometimes, I get really focused in on trying to perform really well in this casual 2v2 Rocket League game because I'm really serious about my gaming. But yeah, I usually have to wait for stoppage and play. We're waiting for a commercial break. All right, dude. There's a lot of talent going on in this pool, this lobby. Okay, like, what is Turtle Power doing right now? Like, dude, you gotta clear it. There you go. Start coaching people around here and playing Rocket League. All right. Go, 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 go. Go, Turtle Power. Go, Turtle Power. Go. Go, Turtle Power. Go, Turtle Power. Go. Go, go. Ha! Get in there. Boom. All right. Let's see. Knox says, just fire Pitt and give BMFP the reins and see what happens the rest of the season. Why not? It's not happening, man. Like, even if, I'm telling y'all right now, even if, which I don't think it'll happen, I don't think it should happen, and I hope it doesn't happen, but even if Sam Pittman does, get fired in the beginning of the year, or in the middle of the year, Bobby Petrino is not going to be that. He's not going to be the head coach. He's not going to be the intern. It's going to be Travis Williams. Bobby Petrino does not want that. Yeah, nice job, Turtle Power. Great. He's not going to be the coach. So I'm just letting y'all know. Uh, I get like people want Petrino because he's Bobby Petrino, and he's the head coach before and has been a successful one. But I just think that they're going to give it to him, or which I think is funny because I think is it Scott Fountain that's the associate coach. I think maybe. Oh, that was my fault. That was my fault. Turtle Power. My fault. Turtle Power. Sorry. Anyways, it's not going to be Petrino. And also, like, who's to say that if Petrino just took over, that it's going to just cure all ills? Like, what leads you to believe that? I'm not saying that he wouldn't do a good job, but is there any, like, what makes you think is like, okay, well, if Arkansas is 2-4 going into after the Tennessee game, then suddenly Arkansas will go 4-2 the rest of the way. I missed that one. I think my buddy Thomas, who I usually play with, is watching me, and he's probably just laughing at me because he knows I suck at this game, but he does all that. I got my buddies joining me here in a little bit, folks, by the way. I don't know how that's going to work audio-wise. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh, you jerk. Gee. Oh, you got it, yeah. Dalton, I agree. Says, sorry, y'all, but 2024 Bobby Petrino is not 2011 Bobby Petrino. Absolutely agree. And I love Bobby Petrino. Don't get me wrong. I love him with all my heart. But, yeah, he ain't the same. People need to stop with these trolling comments. I'm telling you right now. We're going to start banning people in this. Oh, get in there. Yeah, the easy goal. Hood! That's skill. Nothing but skill there, boys. Nothing but skill. Meant to do that. Bobby is better than what we have now. Maybe, but like, again, I just don't think it magically fixes everything. Like, I know that you see Bobby and you remember Bobby and all that, but again, it's like college football's changed, and you know these aren't a lot of these coaches that he has on staff. I know some of the offensive coaches are his, but a lot of these coaches on staff aren't his guys. So it's not like he hired them. So, you know, is he going to tell what these coaches are going to do? Oh, geez. Like, I don't know. I just think there's too many variables that could be problematic. And the goal. Oof. But I get it, dude. Trust me, I do. I truly do. I truly get why everyone wants, like, people would want Petrino. But I just don't want... Maybe it's because I'm scared that, like, since I love Petrino so much, that he'll not be very good. Like, you know, it's like I don't want to see him in that position because he may not be good in that position. Aw, man, give up the lead at the very end. That's rough. That's a tough look. Yeah. Again, appreciate everybody watching in on the stream. Be sure to subscribe. I may do these more on occasion. We'll see. We'll see. Don't know if I will or not, but it's a possibility. You never know. You never know. Actually, I think if I'm going to have my buddies join, I'm probably going to have to join them on Discord. May have some real technical issues going on here soon. If we're not careful, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. People saying good game to me like they mean something. Come on now. Come on now. So yeah, any questions, anything you guys want, just jump in on it. Not saying you have to have questions. I'll keep playing no matter what. It can be about anything too. It doesn't have to be about Razorbacks. We've talked about my love life in here already, for crying out loud. I'm an open book. Knox, who would we go after that would be available that we could afford to be worth going after? No one can afford $100 a month. Man, I don't know. Not saying it would be hiring Calipari, but there may be some coaches out there you just don't even know about. Could end up being all right. Could be is the key to that answer. Oh, geez. Can we get a drunk stream? Why would you want a drunk stream? No one wants to see that. Because I would not be wearing clothes. But no, no one needs to see that. If Arkansas wins a national championship or something like that, maybe. Just maybe. Dalton Motorsports says, restaurant suggestions in NWA other than the usual group of 4 of us are coming up for the LSU game and always looking for new places to try. Depends on what you're going for. I've always been... I love Fayetteville Taco and Tamale. Even though it's like Heights Taco and Tamale, which was next to where I used to live in Little Rock. But Feed and Folly's really good. I like Cheers at the OPO. It's a really good spot. Honestly, here's the thing: is my favorite pizza place in Fayetteville is Tim's Pizza East, not Tiny Tim's on the Square. Tim's Pizza East off of Mission. My favorite pizza place in Fayetteville. It's probably a little nostalgic, but if you're looking for great pizza, that's the spot I would suggest. Wright's Barbecue, which is in Johnson, technically. Always a big fan of them. I don't know. There's a few of them, though. Let me know if you have a certain specific food group that you would like to have. Who's the best long snapper Arkansas has ever had? Oh, that's easy. Nick Brewer. Nick Brewer, by far. Greatest deep snapper, long snapper, however you want to say it. Razorback history, not even close. Hands down. Dude was flawless in his technique. But yeah, do that. Ruben says, saw this guy at Yeehog. This guy pulls. Better not be talking about me. I don't know about all that. Somebody's going to be outing me here on the stream chat, and I'm going to be having to explain myself to people. Don't need that going on. Thoughts on the Pac-12 trying to expand Memphis, Tulane, and/or no, they're not non-Western schools. I mean, I get it. They got to do it. They're in desperation mode. They got it. They got to have happening. Have to. What in the world? I'm going to turn on my camera for this. Sorry, I'm doing like 2 things at once. It's a voice channel, right? Yeah. Okay. Gonna have to see if I can make this work whenever my buddies come in. It's gonna be funny. I'm just gonna make sure this is all set up. Keep the comments and the questions coming. I'll get to them. I promise. Just want to make sure. No, it needs to be Pro Mainster. And it needs to be Pro Mainster. There we go. That should work, I think. All right. See my friends actually join in. Something like that. All right. Sorry. Where were we? Stalwart says, when I first saw Jaquindon Jackson, the way he ran reminded me of Carnell Cadillac Williams from Auburn. That's a great comparison. Yeah, that's a great one. Smooth runner. I remember Cadillac. Cadillac Williams and Ronnie Brown. Those are good players. Good running backs. Probably the best running back duo in SEC history until McFadden and Jones and even Hillis. But yeah, no, I love Jaquindon Jackson. He's a great player, man. And he's one of my favorite ones. David says, what was the name of that pizza place back in the day that did the calzones? Top of the Hill. Calzones, Top of the Hill. Top of the Hill? Okay, now I'm gonna have to think about this. The calzones? Top of the Hill? I mean, Tim's Pizza always had calzones that people would get. Mr. something? Early 90s? I mean, the first thing that came to my mind was Mr. Burger, but that's not a pizza place. I don't know. He's the best janitor Arkansas's ever had. Your dad. No, I'm just kidding with you. Don't take it seriously, Dalen. Life Beater John post-game stream would feed families. I don't know what that means. But sure. Sure, go with that. Do you miss ESPN Arkansas in the fort with Ty and Tommy? Yeah, I mean, I do. I'm very thankful for Tommy Kraft and giving me an opportunity, because maybe for those of you that don't remember, I was out of. Yeah, I was out. I wasn't doing any sort of radio. I was actually doing promotions at the Buzz in Little Rock. I was there for 6 months, which was always like funny to think about, like when I bounced out, and how they probably they were really good about it, and I appreciate them. But yeah, it was something where I needed something. I needed to get into something, and that's what I chose. And so because people forget Derek Ruskin used to do that. He used to, at least. And then at some point in time, he just decided to step away after like 10 years. And then that's when I got into it, and I did it for 2 years. And then maybe I really enjoyed it. The only thing I did not enjoy is I'm not a morning person. I never was, and I never will be, dude. Like that, waking up at 4:30 every morning was AIDS. Like, I hated it so much. I got sick of it. And when you're single and you're living in Fort Smith, yeah, it wasn't for me. I was thankful for it, though. It was a good opportunity. I got to go through 2 coaching searches while I was there with Eric Musselman and then Sam Pitman. So that was great. There's nothing better for content. Not a single thing in this life better for content than that, than coaching searches. So, but no, I did enjoy it. And then I also was appreciative of my time there. And of course, I got the phone. I'll never forget this. I don't think I've ever told this story publicly, folks. So you're about to get something that I've never told publicly. And again, this could go really badly for me. I don't care. I'm my own boss now. I run my own business now. I can say these things. But I'll never forget, it was in January. And when I had to wake up so early, I would have to do, take naps at like noon, because I was just so tired and so exhausted. Because people forget, it wasn't that I just hosted the morning show. Like, I actually legitimately ran 3 radio stations. I was the ops manager. So not ESPN 95.3, ESPN 96.3, and ESPN 104.3. I was running those entire stations as far as programming and everything. And so it was something I always got tired at noon, so I'd go home and take a nap. Well, I was about to take a nap, and I get a phone call, and it was from my good friend Justin Akery from The Buzz. And I was about to, go to sleep or whatever, and I was like, hey. And he goes, hey. He's like, what's up? It's like, not much. What's going on? He's like, still want to come work at Little Rock? It's like, yeah. Because I always kind of wanted to go back and work for the Buzz. I wanted to be back on their airs. And he goes, all right, cool. Well, can't tell you what's going on, but just be on the lookout. I hadn't heard of anything. And then I was like, okay, maybe Tommy Smith or Randy Rainwater were finally retiring or something like that. I didn't know. And then later that day is when I saw the very infamous video of the guy who used to host Out of Bounds, Eric Sullivan, who, as a lot of you know, he's said gotten a little belligerent on Twitter and tweeted at me a lot about things. So when I saw the video, I was like, "Ooh, all right." So, anyways, that was just funny to because that was a perfect situation for me because it would be tough to take over after legends like Randy Rainwater or Tommy Smith. Like, you don't want to be the guy that replaces the legend. So I knew that would be tough. But in this situation, because I know that people didn't necessarily care for him anyways. He didn't have an established brand or anything. I was like, yeah, this will be perfect. So I took the job and I thanked Tommy and for everything and told him, like, because all my friends lived in Little Rock too. And there was nothing personal at all. It was just, it was a better opportunity for me. Better pay for less hours. And I loved it. And I absolutely loved it. There were a few people there at the Buzz that were mad that I got the job. I can tell you that. People that really did not like the fact that I was the one that got that gig. And so they made my life, or they tried to make my life a living hell that while I was there at the Buzz. But, it was good, man. And I'll say this, like the Buzz when I was there, and I'm still friends with a few of those people over there. Like I love Justin Hickory to death. So thankful to him for giving me opportunities twice. Him, Terry Mahan, Baz, Roger Scott, Wes Moore. Like I love all those guys. And even though there were a few that really didn't like me there, and still to this day don't necessarily care for me, I still loved my time there. Like I loved it, and I felt like I did the best job I could, and it was always really a challenge. And I'm not meaning this in a bad way or anything like that, but it was always a challenge to work there when I was trying to be really innovative with the video streaming and kind of stuff to what we're doing now. But everyone was just so older than me, and so there was almost like a difference, because I think if I'm not mistaken, the closest on-air host while I was there to my age was Justin Acree. And I think he was 48, 49. So you're talking about like a 15-year difference, close to it at least, between me and the other youngest guy there. So, and I'm not meaning that in a bad way at all, because those guys are legends. They're really great at what they've done. It was just really different. And I had a different perspective and a different approach that, some people either liked or some people didn't, or some people felt like, I don't know. I got a lot of this about people just thinking I was such an arrogant jerk, which I never understood. I've always tried to be as respectful and as thankful as possible. And if people think that, I can't help it. But, here's the thing. It's like, I've always felt like people who, I think it was maybe Christian Bale said this, but I'll never forget. It was basically where if you have a problem with me, then send me a text. But if you don't have my phone number, then you don't know me well enough to have a problem with me, which I thought that was really good. So, yeah. I'm sorry. I know I went to a long stuff, but I've never really talked about my history. And now that I'm, again, kind of can be my own boss, I'm not like having to be afraid of having to make apologies or anything like that. I'm just being honest. Again, I love my time at the Buzz, and I wasn't looking to leave the Buzz. But the opportunity, at least at the time, I really wanted to make a jump and to do something and get into this digital space, because I think Arkansas has been needing something like this. And I've been thinking about this and planning this for a while. I just didn't know how to do it. But Arkansas needed a digital-based video content, podcasting, live streaming stuff. And it needed it. And I wanted to be the first one to do it. And I can't tell you, it didn't start the way it should have, and the way I intended it. But it's amazing. Like I say all that because it's amazing how timing is truly incredible. Like if Derek Ruskin wouldn't have stepped down from the Morning Rush, I wouldn't have been able to get that opportunity at the Morning Rush. If Eric Sullivan wasn't, part of the Sticky Bandits and stealing money out of waitresses' purses, as well as many other things that he was doing, I wouldn't have got that opportunity at the Buzz. So it's amazing what timing can do, and how in this business, there's not a lot of sports talk radio jobs that are full-time that you can make a living in that are out there here in the state. I mean, I think there's only, 9 total full-time sports talk radio people. So I've just been very blessed, man. I'm very thankful and I'm very blessed. I've always tried to do the best job I can. I have a different approach than what a lot of people do. And some people love it, some people hate it. Like, I'm appreciative of all my supporters and everybody that comes out to support me and that, watching these things, these streams and all of that. But I'll tell you this, it's pretty amazing that some of the horrible things that get said to me, and I'll get it like in my DMs and stuff. And I'm not saying that to get sympathy. It's just crazy to me how people that don't even know you would say some horrible, horrible things. And mainly just trolls, they're never going to put their face to it. But there are some that even do put their face to it that don't even know me. They'll say horrible stuff. So you have to have thick skin in this whole stuff. And some people do, some people don't, but you got to have it. So I know I went on a long rant there. I don't think I've ever talked about the backstory of how I got into radio, and which I know I didn't get into that part of it. I don't know why anybody would be interested. But I do know that when I was first getting into radio, it wasn't necessarily that it was just I had this passion for radio. It was just something I felt like I could be good at. And I remember listening. I was actually driving cars at Enterprise Rent-A-Car, cleaning cars. That was my part-time job when I was in college. And I would be driving around listening to local sports talk radio, and I'd be like, man, this guy sucks. I can be better than him. And so I just kind of started sending emails out. First gig was pushing the buttons of the Northwest Arkansas Naturals baseball games on the board, making minimum wage, like making no money. But I started there and just kind of worked my way up ever since. I think I'm one of the few people that's worked for every sports talk radio station in the state of Arkansas, too. At least sports talk radio group. So, yeah. It's been crazy, man. It's been crazy. It's been crazy, but great journey. I'm thankful for it. Okay, I don't know what this is. He's not on here, so hopefully he doesn't mind, but I'm going to answer this. I didn't watch Hawk Sports for a while, and I saw Curtis wasn't on there. And the next day, when he started watching Inside Arkansas, does he no longer work for Trey? No, he does not. He hasn't for a long time. We are not affiliated at all. He works for Inside Arkansas, just like Andrew Ellis does. All right? Surely no one will bring that up again, I'm sure, but probably not. Does Taylor Green have another year to play? He sure does. He sure does. Which is kind of crazy to think about. That he does indeed have another year. I'm waiting on my friends, by the way. I think they're going to be joining me. That's why I haven't started playing yet. So I'm going to keep playing, but Dan, I can't believe people. I think we've had about 40 people watching this whole time, which is more than I thought that would, be honest. I'm fine with it. I appreciate all of you. John Howes, Eric Sullivan, Brandon Walker, Joel Olstein, Deshaun Watson, all clowns that bog me on Twitter for calling them on their stuff. What a crew. What a list. What a list of people, man. Knox says, love the backstory. Thanks, Knox. Yeah. Again, I've never talked about it. To my knowledge, at least, I haven't. Could have been at some point in time I brought it up, or maybe in passing, but I've never really just flat out came out with it. Silent Age 8. John Nabors documentary sounds a lot better than the Redemption game. I don't know, man. Those Red Dead Redemption games are pretty incredible. No, that's the thing is I have a lot of stories in my life, that good ones and bad experiences dealing with people, because like it's a very ego-driven industry. You have to have an ego. You have to have an ego to succeed here. And it's not because of like, because you just want to have an ego. It's like, no, because if you don't have an ego, you're going to get eaten alive. Got to be confident in yourself. Got to be confident in what you're doing. You got to be confident in how you're better than everybody, because if you're not going to drive yourself to that. And the amount of ego that is in this business, it's sometimes really tough to, get people to navigate through. People want to tear you down. They'll be manipulative in the background. They'll say awful things about you. They'll go after you on Twitter. Like so many people, like in the media even, some of them have gone after me on Twitter, and it's just so hilarious because I'm like, I don't understand why you care that much. It doesn't make any sense. But I've worked for some terrible management, some terrible people, and I don't use that lightly. But I've worked for some great people. I have failed a lot in my life. Like there's been show ideas that I failed at. There's been segment ideas I failed at. It's nothing too. You just can't be afraid to fail at it. Because if you're afraid to fail at it, you're going to fail. And you have to understand that you're going to fail. Not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody's going to appreciate you. Not everybody's going to just come flying to you the second you turn on a microphone. You got to build it, but you just got to be okay with failing and keep trying stuff and see what works. See what sticks. Like this stream I'm doing right now, it may not work. I don't know. It may not. Who cares? I'm trying it. If it does, great. If it doesn't, next time. Do know that our Inside Arkansas stuff is doing great, though. I can tell you that. Promise you that. Would you like it if Tom Brady was interested in being head coach of Arkansas? No. Like, what, Dalen, I swear, some of the comments you come up with, it's incredible. Absolutely incredible. My buddy's saying, he's like, don't know about joining this sob story. Shut up and join. It's not a sob story. Jerk. David says, do you credit yourself for single-handedly bringing Bo out of retirement? No, I do not give myself credit for that. That was his decision, not mine. I will say I give myself credit as well as us of people trying to kind of do what we're doing in a way. Not saying we're unique in it and across the world. I guess don't get me twisted, but has been fun seeing people trying to kind of go along with some of the stuff that we're doing. So, yeah, it's flattering, you know? It's flattering. That's what I'm going to go with, at least. Yeah, Dalton says, Dalen, you haven't donated, so you can't give a head coach take. That's right. You have to donate. You have to donate to the cause if you want to do that. Discord or game chat? Ooh, good question. I'd say game chat. Game chat would probably work better, I think. Because I can hear into the game and the game can hear me, so... Yeah, we'll make that work. I brought up Discord just in case, though. Talking to my buddy Thomas. You'll like him. He's an Alabama fan. He's nice. He's a good Bama fan, though. He's only a little bit absurd. Guess I gotta invite him. See if this works for it. And invite Stacks425. Okay, do I have Thomas in here? Does Thomas hear us? Ooh, he may not, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, he may not be able to. Wait.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, but I don't know if you can hear me.
Now that I'm thinking about it, he may not be able to. Wait. Can you hear me? Yeah, but I don't know if you can hear me. Yeah. No, I can't hear you.
Yeah, I figured. All right. We have to join the Discord then. I think that might be the easiest way now I'm thinking about it. Sorry. Yeah, don't worry, folks. We're doing totally technical difficulties. It's totally fine. Anyways, Cole the Bowler says, Chuck Barrett literally has my dream job. I wish I could do that and work in sports media in general. So I'm living through y'all at Inside Arkansas. Y'all are true inspiration. Thanks, Cole. Try to be. We try to be.
All right, I can hear you now.
Excellent. Can people hear you, though? That's the question.
Unfortunately, it sounds like they can.
Unfortunately, whatever do you mean, Thomas? You don't want people to hear you?
Just feel like it's going to derail the content you're creating.
No, there's no derailment. Everybody, welcome Thomas. He's a good man. He's a good friend. And really good at this game. A lot better than me. I already told him that you're a Bama fan, so if they have any questions, you may get some Bama questions in here, Thomas. Thomas was actually in, by the way, folks. He was in Madison over the weekend. So, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, checking out the away games.
Yeah, and how was it?
It was great. Weather was awesome. Stadium was pretty cool. They the students left like 2 minutes after jump around ended in the fourth quarter. Just cleared out completely.
Oh, jeez. Well, I mean, you guys beat the crap out of them. So, it's a good game.
It was okay.
Yeah, it's just exactly. Can't have anything. Everyone says welcome, Thomas. Also, there's a question we had, or not question, it was more of a comment you'd probably find humorous. Knox says, is there such thing as a good Bama fan, though? Yeah, there is, because Thomas is one. So, a little casual 2v2. I don't know. Depending on when Devin's coming in. Says he just got home. We'll go ahead and fire it up. So, I'm glad we got that figured out, Thomas, for you join and be able to hear, because people need to hear your takes.
Yeah, we'll see. They're really just going to want to hear Devin getting mad.
No, they'll get plenty of that. As our buddy Devin, we love Devin, but this is Devin's rage inducing video game that he has to play. More so than anything. He's telling about how he used to stream like Call of Duty back during COVID in Warzone. Man.
I don't get nearly as angry as we did back then.
No, Thomas has settled down in life. Thomas would rage at us. Like, the biggest thing is, like, Thomas would be scary because he'd be going full Nick Saban on all of us. We weren't doing the things we were supposed to be doing. But he says he just because he had a higher expectation. Oh, jeez. Thomas, I'll let you. Actually, no, I'm thinking that's it. Knox, are you asking Thomas about his hopes and dreams for basketball season for Arkansas or for Alabama? Because I think you're probably going to get two different answers. So you got to be specific. A defensive battle here. Why don't I want D-Mac as head coach? Because D-Mac has never been a head coach. That's why. Oh, Knox says Bama. So, yeah, Thomas, we got a question. What are your hopes and dreams for Bama basketball this season?
Tough one. I feel like expectations are pretty high right now.
Well, you're number one in the country preseason, so I'd say so. There it is.
Everybody knows preseason rankings don't mean anything.
Well, could be. I don't really know what to expect, honestly. Out of any, like, even out of Arkansas too. Like, it could be good for Arkansas, it could not be good for Arkansas. I don't know.
I mean, Arkansas had the best transfer class, right?
Yeah, but I think we had one of the best transfer classes last year too, and we saw how that went.
Just have to stay healthy.
Yeah, that is the key. Oh. Where was it Fabian that used to not Fabian? What was his name? He used to play with us on stream, or that we would stream with. You remember?
An Arkansas guy?
Yeah, wasn't he the guy that would stream with us when we'd play like Call of Duty, and he was on playing the squads with us? Nice guy.
Ryland, maybe?
No, not Ryland. Like we saw him. It's my fault. We saw him at the fountain once. Stefan, that's it. Yeah, not Fabian. Stefan. Yes, him.
French guy, same thing.
Yeah, there we go. But yeah, him. He was he's a guy that would play with us too, and I haven't talked to him in ages. I don't know what he's doing these days. Knox says we need it all on record. No, we don't. They're wanting me to do a drunk stream. Luckily, Thomas has never played video games drunk ever. None of us have.
Just don't think it's good to record any drunk activities.
Yeah, especially in this day and age, man. Because I don't know, Devin may have to watch his language when he comes on here. This is a family stream right now. Like, this is.
You have to put a disclaimer.
Yep. Good night, Caden. It's getting past people's bedtimes.
You guys did a drunk stream at the beach this year, didn't you?
Well, that was more Brendan that was drunk. P. Steves was a little drunk. Sorry, Thomas. Devin was just kind of like pissed, I guess. I don't know. I think he was pissed that he wasn't drunk. I think is what it was.
Remember the non-stop commentary on the light system.
Yep. Had to look good up there. Brennan thought we were over there lighting up all of Cuba. Speaking of, I think we have an extra guest now in our Discord.
Check.
And there he is. Well, everybody in the chat, welcome Stats4422. He was the assist leader in Catholic High.
Still not true.
Yeah, but it sounds good.
As many times as you say it.
Yeah, but no one's going to look it up to see if it's true. It could be. How was the Travs game, Devin?
Don't get me started.
All right.
Oh, they lost.
Yep, playoffs, round one, first game. First inning, left the bases loaded. Second inning, left the bases loaded. Eighth inning, seventh inning, had bases loaded, no outs, scored 0 runs, lost 4-1. Classic.
Oh? So is the season over?
No, they go to Springfield.
Oh. At least you don't have to go to it.
That's true. John, this is going to be nerve-wracking. Last time we streamed with you, there was like 2 people watching.
What do you mean?
Back in the old Twitch days.
Oh, Twitch. Yeah, now we're on the big dog here.
Yeah, this
got 755 people watching right now. So, what's up, everybody?
That's not true.
Yes, it is true, Devin. Devin, it's literally, you have to remember, I'm streaming on all platforms, not just YouTube.
Good thing the camera is on you at all times and not my car.
Why, you're not wearing anything?
I meant the cars, not... talking about the game.
Oh. Kyle says, hey, Kyle Shadowlands. What's up, Kyle? Actually, no, he says, John got called Bacon Bits by a Tennessee and Bama fan couple. I don't know how I feel about it. What does that mean? Who called me Bacon Bits? Oh, I don't know. Let me know, Kyle, whatever the thing was there. Dalton says, the beach stream was fantastic. Sounds good. Remember that one, Devin?
Yeah, I didn't get much talking in there. You know, it's a little drowned out by the sounds of other guests.
Other large men that were talking. Yeah. Invited you to the party, by the way. Welcome, everybody, to the stream. Make sure to subscribe. Who knows, we'll maybe do some of this crap later. At some other point in time. We'll see. Can't believe Devin was calling me a liar for the amount of people watching. I'm going to show you, Devin, and give you proof. Let's see. Send that to you.
Man, the ever important comma.
Yeah, they call me it. Forgot the comma. Waiting to eat dinner, and they said, "What's up, bacon bits?" Wow, I can't type. Yeah, Kyle was like, wondering, like, what in the world? Who's calling me bacon bits? But thank you for clearing that one up. See the evidence now, Devin? You little trick.
I reckon.
Uh-huh.
Those are all the bots.
Yeah, all the bots I bought for pump the numbers up. Yeah, folks, so for those of you in the chat, if you're just joining us, answering your questions, Devin is a Razorback fan, don't worry. Thomas is not. He is a Roll Tide roll. And he's upset with his team's performance.
Weird on the Arkansas sports.
His favorite player also is Hudson Clark.
Oh, look at that assist.
Made a famous NCAA cover for Hudson Clark a few years back.
We did. I can't believe they didn't use it. Should have.
It'd be like the special edition.
Yeah. He's not going to be playing this week, man. I'm worried.
Oh.
Jeez. So, someone in the chat wants to know, Thomas, since you're a Bama fan, does that mean you'll be rooting for Arkansas this weekend when they play Auburn?
Yes, of course.
There you go. Thomas doesn't like the Barners. Jeez. How big was the downtown crazy cool area in Madison, Thomas? Was it? There you go.
Like a huge capital that kind of separates the college half of the town and then where everyone else lives. And it's right in between these two lakes.
Let's see.
There's frat houses that have docks on the lake. That was pretty sweet.
Oh my gosh, couldn't imagine.
Oh. Ooh.
Three Stooges out here.
I mean, what stooge left the goal open?
Yeah. Stooge is that?
Midfield right now.
Star says, if we play to the level of our opponent, can we beat Texas? No. I think whoever wins the Georgia-Texas game in regular season is going to be the national champion, in my humble opinion.
Oh. They'll probably play each other in the playoff.
Yeah, maybe
They
so.
might play 3 times.
That's true. That would be a first in college football history, I believe. Nice. Tied it up.
Unintended consequence of the expanded playoff.
We probably played Fort Smith High School 3 times in like 1902.
Dalen, I think Dalen's on something, man. This Dalen guy. Oh, sorry, that messed me up. He's talking about meats, and it ain't about the ones over at Richards. Knox wants to know, John, as a middle-aged-ish gentleman, yes, I guess I have hit the middle-age-ish realm, which has the better nightlife, NWA or Central Arkansas? Well, Devin, how about you answer that one?
In Fayetteville, obviously.
Yeah.
Thomas actually probably
on the
better
basketball team. 14.
Yeah, he saw that. Tom referring to the comment from Dalen. Oh man,
It's a wild question to ask.
Dude.
Like you would know.
It's just, dude, the amount of weird stuff we get. Oh jeez, the amount of weird stuff we get in the comments is pretty wild. A better nightlife is at Northwest Arkansas, just being honest. And I like the time in Little Rock, but it was just like literally only went to the Fountain and Hillcrest. It's the place to go. Beer and wine place only. They only have
And
female
canned
bartenders.
cocktails.
Yeah, and canned cocktails. Only female bartenders. That was their rule. So,
Except on Mondays.
except on Mondays. It's guys' night. Guys' night on Mondays, apparently. Always saw some interesting personalities there. We had me and Devin came up with some great nicknames for people at the Fountain. So yeah, it was a good time. Like I say, like I enjoyed my time at the Fountain the most just because of the, you know, it was just consistent. But I mean, geez, I mean Fayetteville, Northwest Arkansas, Rogers, all those areas, they have plenty of fun stuff to do. I mean, you probably see more fights happen in Fayetteville too, like as far as at the bars. Dalen, you got to relax in the chat, my man. Like you got to relax, settle down.
Oh,
What a save, Devin. You almost let one slip there, dude. Talking about the swear jar.
this is the only time I swear is when I play Rocket League.
Yep, it's the only time it's ever happened. Never watching Razorback sporting events. I can promise you that.
Especially not in person in Stillwater when the own player runs into our return man.
Yeah, that was pretty rough.
Or Anton Jukaj jumps offside, knowing that they're not going to snap the ball.
Yeah. Kyle says, I need to be on whatever Dalen is on. My good night. I'm like, yeah, Dalen's, like I said, you got to relax, my man. It's a Tuesday night, for crying out loud. Jeez. Devin, you probably didn't listen to or watch my stream last night at the Leroy, did you?
I was in there a little bit for trivia.
Oh, did you? Okay, so did you get the questions right? Did you hear them? I was going to ask you some of them because if you knew them.
I don't remember. I don't know. I missed all the questions about when Devo got ejected.
No.
I remember the Kentucky game. I remember some random team we were playing when he hip checked the dude out of bounds.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That was a good one.
I could remember the third one you said A&M. I don't remember that.
Yeah, that was a wild one.
I can't believe that at Vanderbilt game with Anthony Black and Kamani Johnson, no one ever got ejected in that game.
No, he just had Arkansas shoot 7 free throws in a row
And lose.
Yeah, that's what they do. Thomas, what is your most memorable Arkansas-Alabama game? All right. Did we lose Thomas?
He's playing the game, but I cannot hear him.
Okay. I cannot hear him either. Must have gotten one of those important phone calls from some baddie. Where did you watch the UAB game, Devin?
My house / Tinkerfest / Hunter's house.
It's Tinkerfest.
Museum Discovery.
Oh, yeah. Oh, jeez. Sorry, I missed that one.
I was volunteering to help the youth.
What a guy. Dalen, after some of the comments you've been given, oh, nice, Thomas, that we can't hear. I'm not answering your question about how tall I am. I feel like I'm afraid to see what the response would be to that, or why you're asking that. Could be really scary. I don't know why Thomas hadn't chimed in.
All right, ask me some Razorback trivia.
I was pulling it up, and I was gonna ask him about Alabama, but maybe that's why he got pissed. He was like, "I ain't talking about this Arkansas stuff." There it is. Hey, Thomas over here doesn't need to talk to us. Let's see.
He's locked in.
Oh, where'd you go? Or is that classified? I mean, you don't have to. Just locked in and bounced. Let's see.
I want Devin to answer trivia instead.
Oh. Pulling it up for you, Devin. Don't worry, because I know you're a fan of trivia. We're going to be doing trivia like on those Monday nights, I think, at the Leroy. It's pretty fun.
Big trivia guy.
I know you are. So which ones did you not hear?
I mean, I heard like 4 of them. One was about what venue we have the worst field goal percentage. I was surprised it was Ole Miss.
Yeah. One place is a dump. Tad pad.
Well, it's not. It used to be a dump.
Oh, still.
I'm playing though.
See you later, Stalwart. Appreciate you watching. You know, people are going to be hitting the sack here pretty soon. All right, so Devin, can you name who has the highest completion percentage in a Razorback football season?
A season?
Yep.
Felipe Franks.
That's correct. Arkansas has only had one defensive All-American in the past 20 years. Who is it?
Martrell Spate.
Nope.
Crap. Drew Sanders.
That's right. Yeah, people honestly thought it would be Spates or like Trey Flowers or Jalen Catalon, but Catalon was only a freshman All-American. So
He might be good these days.
well, yeah, I mean, he was always good if he just was healthy. That was the key. Arkansas's only had one quarterback that's won a game where they threw 50-plus times. Can you name that quarterback in that game? I got destroyed.
$50 times?
Mm-hmm.
Tyler Wilson, 2011 Texas A&M.
Yep. Make sure you're not looking these up and Googling them.
100%.
All right.
I'm playing Rocket League.
Wow. Playing is a strong word.
I got to save. Look at that. I just messed that guy up so he couldn't score that.
I got to save.
I missed that. That was pretty bad.
Jeez.
All right, lock in. We got 30 seconds.
I'm walking in. No way he destroyed me, but I got the ball. Blocked it. Whew. Get down! Oh my gosh.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna be in the stream anyways here soon. Guy wants to know, fellas, what's your favorite drunk late night snack? I'm getting hungry. I guess Knox is drunk.
Taco Bell for sure. Crunchwrap Supreme.
Yeah. Anything from the it's not the value menu or whatever it's called, but whatever that is. Seems like the best hangover food for everybody, or at least most people, would be Slims. I think that's always the thing that hits different. The hungry plate.
That can cure a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. Nicholas says, what do you think about the player press conference today with the players today? I'll be honest, I have not watched it yet. Says Thomas is still in the game. Oh, there we go. So yeah, do not know. Couldn't tell you. But we'll probably answer it tomorrow on Inside Arkansas Live. Dalton's Motorsport says, I wish we had cookouts in Arkansas. I've never been to cookouts. But the place in Nashville?
It's on the east side of the country.
It's just like
it's out of Carolinas.
It's like a sport. Oh my gosh.
Mm.
It's like a sports bar, right? Just like a really nice one.
No, not at all.
No, it's fast food.
Oh.
It's fast food, but you get like instead of fries as a side, you get like a corn dog.
I guess it's one type of side you can have.
Or like 4 nuggets or...
Tell you what, I was pretty disappointed in those Razorback nuggets from Tyson.
Oh.
Like you're not getting the sponsorship.
Oh, I mean, I'm just telling you. I think that they too much breading in them to make them be looking like Razorback nuggets. That was the problem. They just put too much breading on it to.
Oh nope. Bad, Devin. Bad, Devin. Okay.
But I was just very disappointed.
Where's the rest of my trivia?
Oh, sorry.
Having fun.
Arkansas has had 3 different years. Oh my gosh, they've had 3 different seasons where they have hit 58 extra points in a year, but only two of those seasons have been by one player. Can you name which kicker that is?
Cam Little.
No.
2022 or 1?
No.
All right. Zach Hawker.
Nope.
Jeez.
No credit for the epic save. Nobody saying good shot or good save. Nothing. Come on, team. There it is. Thanks, Thomas.
Got that.
Give up, Thomas, or give up, Devin?
No, I'm thinking.
Dude, that bounce. Get out of here with that. I'd say.
Nice. Oh. Sorry, Thomas. You should have scored that.
Oh.
Carlton Davis.
Nope. It's an awful guess,
it's
Devin.
not-
That is
not
awful
Alex
guess.
Tejada.
It is Alex Tejada.
Oh my gosh.
He hit 58 extra points in 2007 as well as in 2009.
Oh, I didn't realize you meant the same person did it twice.
Yeah, by one kicker.
Oh.
You wouldn't have gotten it anyways.
Like,
Was that
yeah,
Thomas?
I was confused by it too.
Oh, I'm not good at words.
Like 2 people didn't kick that year or something.
Oh, well, one of the years was in 2015 or 16. I gotta look it up. But like, it was one of those years where it was like Adam McFain and Cole Hedlund like shared duties.
Adam McFain, legendary kicker, only went to Auburn.
Mm-hmm.
Lost 52-3
Kyle
to
says
go 11-4 in our last 15.
Kyle says, yeah, it's 11-4 in last 15. I hate that. Kyle says, who is your Rocket League GOAT? My Rocket League GOAT is Thomas.
It ain't me.
If it wasn't for Thomas, our winning percentage would not be too high.
Whiffed.
We'd be playing like third graders if it wasn't for Thomas.
It's true. Our competition would be lower.
Where's the defensive powerhouse?
I don't.
Offense, not our.
You're the
special-
only one that can save and score. So look, he just saved it and then he dribbled it all the way down the.
Hey, now you see why he's the GOAT.
All right, next question.
3 quarterbacks have won 2 bowl games in Arkansas. Can you name the 3?
3 quarterbacks won 2 bowl games.
Yep.
KJ Jefferson won the Liberty Bowl and the Outback Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. OT.
Brandon Allen won a Liberty Bowl and a Texas Bowl.
That's right.
Ryan Mount was 1-1. Tyler Wilson was
1-0. Oh my God.
that was quick OT.
John was checking his chat.
Well, I just didn't know the ball was going to go in that. Like, I thought it was be ready for it if it was going to come right at me, but I'll hit that corner. We're like Arkansas in OT right there.
All right, Chad Morris didn't go to a bowl game.
No, we
So,
didn't.
but
Thank you.
Couldn't been one of his 8 quarterbacks.
No, it wasn't one of them. I probably won't get it, so I'm just going to give it to you. It's Brad Taylor.
So would not have gotten that.
No. Let's see. I got another one for you. Did you answer all the basketball ones?
No.
There have only been 2 players with 00 in Razorback history. Can you name them?
00.
Mm-hmm.
My least favorite basketball player.
Who's that?
Kai Madden.
Okay. You know he's watching the chat right now.
Fine by me. I can have an opinion.
Yeah, and who's the other one?
Michael Washington.
Yep, Michael Washington. It's the other one.
Let's go.
Can you name which Razorback basketball player had the highest point total in their Razorback debut? Have 26 points?
It's probably one of these like Khalif Battle.
No.
Caliph Battle.
No. It wasn't a player that... It's a player that's been was in the 2000s, but it was not... I'll give you a hint. It was not in the Muss era, because I think that's what everyone just assumed.
Michael Sanchez.
No.
Look at this teamwork.
Teamwork to make the dream work. No, Chad, it was not Mike. It was not Joe Johnson. People are saying Joe Johnson. It's not Joe Johnson.
I mean, was it like Rodney Clark? Did
No.
he score?
I'll give you a hint. He played in the NBA, and he was not a scorer in the NBA, but he played in the
Gennaro Pargo.
NBA. No. Gennaro could score.
But not a score in the NBA. Not a scorer. Alfred Portis.
It's very famous.
Pat Bev.
There it is. Pat Bev.
For 26 in his debut?
Yep.
Man.
Not only that, but Patrick Beverly averaged like 17 points a game when he was at Arkansas.
And he led the team in rebounds.
Yep. At 6'1". Can you name the season that Arkansas baseball had the most runs scored under Dave Van Horn? With 491.
No, I can't. I feel like it's not recent because they used to score a lot more.
Jeez, you'd be wrong.
Oh. Wasn't last season. Oh.
No, it wasn't.
2018.
Close. Nope. 2019.
Oh.
I think that's pretty much it. Or can you name the season in Razorback football where they had the most yards per game?
We probably should focus on this game more than trivia.
What makes you say that?
Thomas is about to quit.
I know he is. We got to focus up.
Most points per game?
Yeah, in a season. Or no, most yards per game, sorry, in a season.
Oh. 21?
No. Nice save.
See, look at that. He turns a save into a direct shot. That's how good our GOAT is.
Moreover, you're talking about trash trivia.
Well, I guess 2015.
No. 2010. 482 yards a game. That's all the trivia I got. I think you answered all the questions.
Why do you keep avoiding Dalen's questions?
Can't
What kind of
imagine
trivia
why.
has he got?
Oh, he didn't got no trivia. He's wanting some hot takes and opinions apparently.
Ooh.
Dalen, man, I like seriously. If you're okay? Question that you're coming up with, my man.
My man is horned up on a Tuesday.
Well, Thomas, you're welcome.
Get that out of here.
Thomas, you're more than welcome to answer the questions for him if you like, since you see them. Oh no!
Get that out of here. Get that out of here. Get that out of here.
Says you're like Kamala not answering the questions. Jeez. Oh no! Listening to somebody else's questions. I know I was going to say, I don't know I was going to answer questions, but I wasn't expecting these questions. Oh. I think Dalen's one of the night guys because, you know, he never comes into the chat. Oh, gosh. Jeez. Never comes into the chat during the shows at noon.
He's around for Inside Arkansas After Dark.
Yeah, apparently. Anything happened in the news today of note?
DeForest Buckner went on the IR.
Trying to know who that is.
Colts D tackle.
Oh. I will say, Thomas, in all honesty, it's one of my favorite things that's back during football season is Devin's out of context tweets about the Colts on Sundays that no one knows what they mean.
Yeah, he does the same thing for Razorbacks.
Yeah. But I think my favorite one is the Colts because no one else I know watches the Colts except for him. And so, like, every time something gets just...
Well,
be like,
they're not missing anything.
Well, it just cracks me because I'll just see a thing of like, I guess holding doesn't exist in the NFL anymore or some crap like that. Just be tweeting about, you know, officiating and all that. It's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Colts got to like third fewest penalties in the league so far. Thank goodness.
Wow.
Too.
That's right.
Yeah. A few more holding penalties.
All right, I'm going to end this stream before it gets any weirder, and so that way Devin can start cussing again. So,
thank goodness.
Yeah. All right, appreciate everybody actually watching to this. I don't know if I'll do it again. It's just I was stuck in my house. So, but appreciate it. Subscribe, Inside Arkansas. Have some fun with us tomorrow, Inside Arkansas Live. Check us out at InsideArkansas.com. We'll see you tomorrow. All right. Thanks, everyone. Bye.